The cost of an Amazon Prime subscription has increased reliably every 4 years, including this year, when it jumped from $119 per year to $139. But, this time, the change might hit differently for consumers. Especially if you ask an astrologer. We spoke to Maddie Murphy, the co-founder of and chief astrologer at Cosmic RX, a source of digestible astrology through workshops, newsletters, a birth chart decoder, and more, about the implications the stars have for our shopping habits as 2022 continues. For some, getting pestered for more money by Amazon may be the push they need to ditch Prime for good, but that change will just be the appetizer. Basically, 3 of this year's planetary transits, the movement of planets around the Sun in relation to constellations of the horoscope, stick out as tipping points for consumer spending habits: the North Node in Taurus, America's Pluto return, and the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. Here's what Murphy had to say about each one. The North Node in Taurus. The North Node of Destiny switches signs every 18 months, tasking us with what Murphy calls a collective assignment. The specifics of this societal recalibration are determined by the sign of transit. In January 2022, the North Node made its massive move into Taurus, an Earth sign that loves both nature and luxury. The North Node in Taurus functions essentially as a cosmic co-conspirator for when you need just one friend's yes to convince you to buy that Selfcare dress or expensive Roomba you've been eyeing. In 2022, Murphy thinks this phenomenon will function as a call to action, encouraging people to quit fast fashion and shift into a quality over quantity mindset when shopping. That investment could be like getting one nice handcrafted bag or something vintage designer versus getting 15 things from Amazon that are more disposable. Murphy explained. Though Murphy expects a mass rejection of overconsumption, she still thinks maximalist style will reign supreme. That means a swirl of texture, color, and patterns to stir up your Explore page's usual 50 shades of beige. Above all, Taurus tends to its space as a means of self-care. Even if you don't get into fancy candlesticks, you can still honor your emotional support bedroom by decluttering from your hyper-consumerism phase. America's Pluto return. In Feb 2022, Pluto returned to the exact position that it was in 1776. Pluto takes its sweet time, 248 years, to complete a cycle, so this is a big deal. In fact, Murphy declared it the biggest astrological event of our lifetime in a recent episode of the Cosmic RX podcast. Pluto rules death, rebirth, and transformation. It's also the planet associated with power. Outdated systems will be particularly vulnerable to this return, because it's happening in Capricorn, which rules traditional societal structures. Plus, this is all occurring in the second house of the United States birth chart, which has to do with wealth, resources, and self-worth, as it relates to time and money. When combined with the North Node's push for more intentional spending, Murphy thinks, optimistically, that the 99% are in a position to show big retailers where priorities lie. The era of a few people controlling all of the money is over, Murphy said. We have the power of our dollar. According to Murphy, this cosmic power to the people moment could inspire consumers to use their purchasing strength as a collective middle finger to corporations. Whether shoppers are annoyed with Amazon's fees or just searching for meaningful places to spend their money, buying from small businesses might be the name of the game. It's also way more fun to scour Depop for a true vintage top than opting for a lousy imitation made under dubious working conditions. Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. In April 2022, we'll see an auspicious meetup between Jupiter, the planet of luck, optimism, and expansion, and Neptune, the planet of dreams, compassion, and escapism. Both are big on spirituality. These energies get the creative juices flowing, which is why Jupiter-Neptune conjunctions typically mark a pop culture explosion. But art and movies aren't the only things to look forward to. Together, Jupiter and Neptune are poised to help soothe that universal, we're screwed, feeling, creating a sense of forward. 2022's conjunction is also happening in Pisces, the sign with a big-ass imagination and big-ass heart. combined with the financial consciousness of other transits, our newfound Piscean selflessness could mean shopping with an altruistic bent. What that means to you is personal, but it could look like skipping Starbucks and donating the savings, buying holiday gifts from a small business, or making eco-friendlier options a priority. We're also being asked to reinvest into our local community, to consider the people whose actual lives will be affected by spending money with them. Murphy said. All in all, as with the other two transits, the idea is to rewire your money habits to align better with your values and help you live a fuller life. Even if you're not an astrology devotee, that's worth considering.